Well, there's plenty of curriculum available, but it's usually in different departments. Go to the social work department. Go look at parenting education. There's tons of curriculum available, but we don't put it in the business school, and we need to. A course on active listening, for example. We are terrible listeners. We're good at screaming and yelling, and we're terrible at listening. The mere fact that there's even, it's even a thing, it's even a meme about how to get through Thanksgiving because of your uncle who has, opposite political views at you. And the best advice we get is don't bring up politics at the Thanksgiving table. That's nonsense. How about learn to have an uncomfortable conversation and learn to listen and understand someone's point of view when you vehemently disagree with them? And sitting down trying to convince them is not listening. Trying to understand and have empathy is listening. And when two people with opposing points of view can find common ground, that's where growth happens. And I'll give you a real life example from, in my life. I have a friend, she is from rural Tennessee, and we discovered over the course of our friendship just how divergent our political views and views on how the world works are. To the, she buys into some, conspiracy theories. And she and I went for a walk once, and we were talking about something, and I definitely thought, and I may have even said, how can you be so stupid? And she stopped in her tracks and said, you just called your friend stupid. And I realized, what have I done? I'm literally closing off any opportunity for constructive conversation here because I judged and accused, even if I think whatever theory she's buying into is not grounded in fact. I attacked her. And so I had to learn to take a step back and embrace empathy. And instead of trying to convince her that she was wrong or point out the facts that dispute her beliefs, I instead went on a journey of learning to listen and understand how she came to believe in the things she believes. And during COVID, we had many conversations that were diametrically opposed. And instead of attacking each other or trying to convince each other, we got really good at saying, tell me more about that. Where does that come from? And almost always I could find a fact or I could find a detail that says, you're absolutely right there. That is absolutely true. And the minute we could find common ground, all of a sudden we could build up from there. And she became much more open to some of the points of view I had as soon as I could affirm some element in what she had or find something I agreed with. And that skill of active listening is incredibly difficult, but immensely valuable in finding common ground, especially with people with different political points of view. But the point is you're going to have disagreements with people about what decision to make for the company. You're going to have decisions about what to do with an underperforming employee. What do we do? Somebody who's resistant to coaching. How do we react? Difficulty is the nature of the game. There's nothing smooth about business. It is an incredibly complicated game. It's a game of people, right? It's all people. Customers are people, investors are people, employees are people. Like everybody's people, and people are messy. And they're filled with ego and insecurity and ambition and fear and all the rest of it. Congratulations, there's your company. And the best leaders are the ones who aren't necessarily the best at reading the P&L. The best leaders are the ones who learn and commit themselves to learning all the skills necessary to navigate those complications. And in so doing, building trust from their team that gives them permission to even make mistakes.